Today I'm gonna try to make Barbie a jacket out of felt. Do I know if it'll work? No. I have no idea. Let's see what happens. Let's see. So I'm gonna be able to wrap it around her, like so. Just gonna cut it right there. Okay. I should probably clean up this line here. Okay, I want to make her a collar, so I think this is like the most logical way I could think of doing this. Yeah. So take her that way, and then underneath here is where I'll put her arms. So I'm gonna fold this up a little bit like this, okay? And just gonna make, maybe I'll make a mark. I'll make a mark with a Sharpie where I'm gonna cut around. So one right here and one right here. Take her out, those two marks. I'm just gonna fold it in half, and I'm just gonna very, very gently kind of cut into it here, like so. And I'm gonna cut into it there, like so. So it makes a little hole. Do I know if this will work? Nope. I have no clue. Okay. So I'm gonna make another little tiny hole. Okay. So those two are out. So I'm gonna take my scrap fabric, put it in the pile next to me. And I'm gonna try her arms in here. So there's one arm. Okay. There's the other arm. Alright. So hopefully, yeah, look, basically that spot works. Not entirely sure what I'm gonna do yet. Right now, what I think I want to do is I want to make her sleeves. In sewing the arms, I sewed them like I was going to turn them inside out with the cuff inside. However, felt is really, really hard to reverse. So basically, I'm just going to have to live with being able to see the stitches. And I'm just going to have to adapt. But I figured you would like to see that happy little accident happening. So I'll probably put this part in the front, and then I'll probably put, hold on, let's see, this part in the front and then this part in the front, because down the sleeves it's not a big thing. These will go inside the armpits, you won't see those anyway. So hopefully that helps you. I'm still not entirely sure how I'm doing this, especially knowing that I can't reverse it. But what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the thing and I'm gonna go inside here. Do I know how I'm gonna do that yet? Nope. So here's what I did. I shoved the little sleeve through the hole, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew this to this inside here, because if I sew it on the outer part you'll see it. So hopefully hopefully this works. I don't know how well this will work. But yeah, I could still fit a finger in, so that means her little hand will go in. So yeah, I'm just gonna go back and forth until I feel like it's secure. It feels pretty secure without sewing it, but I'm gonna sew it just to make sure. I sewed these in, so I just kind of went back and forth all the way through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this extra fabric without cutting through what I just worked on. It's just the extra fabric you want to go after and cut. There's not much, but hopefully this will help with the fit of it. Alright, so I'm going to cut this part as well. Let's see if this fits her. It fits. Now the issue that I'm having right now is, what do I want to do with this? Do I want to fold it this way, fold this way? And if that's the case, then the back, it seems big, but it should be okay. So what I think I'm going to do is I might just glue this down, like put glue underneath, glue it, and then cut away the excess. And same with here. I'll glue it, and then, but I'll only glue it to, like, say here, and then I'll figure out, do I want to cut this way? Do I want this to go this way? I'm not entirely sure yet. So that's where I'm at right now. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on my hot glue gun and I'm going to do that. Alright, so I'm going to glue just a little dab just to keep it down over there. And then I'm going to glue just a dab right here just to keep that one down. Because that is how I want this coat to go. But I'm only going to put a dab right and around near where her neck is and on that side as well. So just a little bit. Just to keep it where it's supposed to be. Be very careful. Use a low heat, so this way you don't burn Barbie and you also don't burn yourself. Okay, so I'm going to fold that. I'm going to hold it. Okay, and then let me get the glue gun one more time. Glue right about where her neck is. And I'm going to fold it. I'm just going to hold it till it cures. Okay. So the plan is to fold the coat over this way, to fold this part over this way. And I think what I want to do is I want to cut up straight. So cut up this way. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut this straight. Being careful not to cut the other felt underneath. I'm gonna stick a button here. So I'm going to mark it. Mark that with a pen. That's where I'm going to put the button. Okay. So I'm going to sew a button into this. I got the button on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold the coat over, and then I'm going to kind of tuck this under her armpit. I'm going to fold this coat over this way, and right about here is where I'd like to see the button come out. So I'm going to fold it, and I'm going to do a tiny little snip, not unlike the snip that I did for her arms when I initially did the cut for her arms. Do it tiny, well, maybe a little bit bigger, just a tiny bit. Don't want to cut too much. And it should fit in and through, hopefully. That's the theory. Just needs to be a smidge bigger. Not by much. You don't want to overcut it. You can always cut a little more, you just can't add to it. There we go. Okay, so the button functions, and the button is the closure. Okay, success. So now I have to decide, do I want this to be a long coat or a short coat? I kind of want it to be a short coat. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it here. Not super short, you know, like still longer than her arms. So I'm going to make a cut here. Okay. And I'm just going to slowly cut around, making sure that I don't catch anything while cutting. You want to try to make that line as clean as possible. Try not to make it a jagged edge. So the best way to do that is to only move your thumb. Same rule applies in hairdressing as well. When you want to cut a straight line, only move your thumb. Okay, there we go. Does that look even? Almost. So close. Now I'm going to kind of clean this spot up a little. Okay, scrap pieces over here. That over there. And now I've got to decide, do I want to glue this? And I think the answer is yes. I want to glue this down. So I am going to get my hot glue gun that is already preheated. I'm going to put a little dab of glue right there. Okay? And I'm going to gently position it right there. And I'm just going to push. Make sure that you have it on a low setting so that you don't burn anybody, yourself or Barbie. There we go. So this is her coat. So here's the front. Here is the back. Here's the side. Here's the other side. That is my attempt at a winter coat for Barbie or for Elsa. I hope you all enjoyed.